Hello guys, welcome back to another one. SCOTTIESNR here. Again, still we had a bit of fun on this one by the looks of it. You can see Karen has showed up in this one in the house. We also got fellow Irishman, Mr. 250 Deck. Big number 5 floating above our head. The Gran Turismo wants a top 5 from us on board for the start of it. And again, guys having themselves a bit of a wiggle. I don't see the sense in that wiggle unless you're going for a pass. If you have a bit of a run on the guy in front of you or something, then perhaps you might want to heat your tires up because you're going to make the pass on him. I never really go for that at all. I don't remember one time really giving it a proper wiggle to try and get a bit of heat into the tires. We'll always go for a nice conservative lift on a coast, and then theoretically they have more tire wear than me. As usual, guys, we shall have the skip as and when we can. On we go. Looks a bit tight on up there in front of us. And we've lost the slip. Are we under attack? No, we found ourselves in a wee gap. Can we get back up? Surely we're going to be invited back up into this slipstream as they all slow each other down. And there we go, invitation accepted. We are once again at the party. 9th position. We'll stay on board now because it's nice and close. Does he go defensive? He does go defensive. Sends us to the outside. Can we drive right around the outside of the man? Does he leave the space? He squeezes but does leave the space. Very fair driving yet again. Oh, someone's tagged the wall. That's going to be a lack of drive and a 2 for the price of 1 sale. And we filter in behind Karen, 7th place. Coming to the end of lap 2. Still a touch of slipstream there available for us, although Danny is all over the ass area. Is he wanting to pass? He gives us a wee nudge, perhaps he doesn't want to go for it. Again, we were a wee bit deep there. And that's the sort of stuff that slows you down when there's pressure on the ass area. We're always talking about trying to find that wee piece of the track where you don't have someone all over you like this. It is for sure one of my weak points during a race. We're much faster. As soon as we start trying to find those limits, we start missing apexes. It just feels much easier to hit those apexes whenever you're having a bit of a lift right before the braking zone and then onto the brakes, rather than going from the accelerator straight onto the brakes and braking hard and trying to find those limits. We just always end up missing wee apexes here and there. I'll skip once again as and when we can, as we're in 7th place at the moment. Struggling to cling on to them on the exit of the penultimate corner there. Seem to be getting slightly better drive on us. Danny showing us this sexy nose to the inside now. We'll hand that over to him without much of a fight. Karen looks as if he's trying to make a move up in the 3rd position. That'll be him in. No, he's changed his mind. He's backed out of that run. Again, a wee skip as and when we can. Another bit of side by side there from Karen. If Karen still has a sexy nose, that's his spot. Mr. Pocket is nowhere to go. He's going to have to try and lift off and filter in, and he does indeed lift off and filter in. You see how many people make that decision to lift off and filter in when they find themselves on the outside. I know at least one guy who thinks that it's wrong for the guy on the outside to lift off, and that should be the guy on the inside to lift off, but everybody else seems to agree with me that if you find yourself on the outside there, the only way for you to survive around that corner is to lift off. It is the guy on the inside that has the line. Again, the team looking very sexy this day. We'll let you watch them do their work. My goodness, they almost are too good to be true. They almost look as if they're animated or something. Perfection, time in, time out. We're down to 12th position. Again, we skip as and when we can. Hopefully we're going to be able to make it around past Mr. Picot. It doesn't look like it, but he wants it. Can we hold it there? Can we hold it? He squeezes, but it's job done. We've got the move done. A bit of time lost, however, and he's in a McLaren. He's going to be all over us now, coming into this corner. We'll give the man a bit of trust, hoping that he doesn't lunge it. He does take a sexy wee nose there. It wasn't a full send, so it wasn't, but it was enough of a send to yet again to make this top 10 hard to hang on to. Again, just out of the slip, and now he's coming forward. There's no fighting it. Look at the speed of that McLaren when you give it a taste of slipstream. And Jack Balding Racing is in this one too. I just seen him there pop into 10th place for a second. So young JJ was also in this one. And Karn is still in 5th place. Very good drive from Karn at the moment as well. Onwards with a skip as and when we can, as there's no pressure on the ass area. Bandit is sneaking up on us a wee bit, but he's not close enough to make us be thinking about him. As we start lap number 7, we shall continue with a wee skip here and there. If we seem to have missed anything, we will skip back and have a look at it. Karn is in a fight for the top 5. Can we get ourselves back in that battle? Or was this all was available for us? Is Bandit coming back? He's still not close enough to make us have to worry about him. Mr. Pacat threatening to get back up into that slipstream. Almost there. And once he does get a whiff of that slipstream, that McLaren is just going to drive right up onto him. Three to go in this one. Mr. Digit is your leader at the moment. Once again, a skip or two as and when we feel the need. And again, this will be all follow the leader, nothing to be had around here. Oh, we've decided to make the move on him. Let's go back and watch. We'll have a good run as we start lap 9. You think to yourselves, no more lifting and being nice. There's 2 laps to go. The team had come on the radio demanding that we send it, and send it we did. Up into the top 7. But again, this McLaren very hard to hold behind you if there's any kind of straight at all. Oh, as Donny has dropped himself a wheel, and it's up into the top 6. It's a Super GT result at the moment. with Corrin in front of us. Let's hop outside the car and see if the McLaren is still there. The McLaren is still there, and we're flashing our lights at Corrin, the Welshman. Very fast. Check him out on YouTube. Flashing the lights at him, but we should have been more concerned about the McLaren as we try to hang it with the outside. We'll have a look at that one on the onboard. Deciding to leave the inside open and trust the guy and hope that he nudges us. Hoping for a top 5. But it has turned into a battle for a top 6. A Super GT result. That has to help Bandit edge up. He hasn't indeed, he's edged up, but he's a big set of 30 tyres now after drifting out like that. Can we get any kind of run back on Mr. Puckett again and get ourselves back up into the top 6? Lap 9 coming to a close. The final lap of the race. I'm about to get down. Surely we can get a run. We drive right past. No, we can't. Although he's left the inside open. That has to be sent on the last lap. He's left the inside open and send it. We do. Back up into 6th. Back outside to keep an eye on him as you can't see what's going on. Whenever we're on board again, he's thinking of the full sand. We are on a good defensive line, but still hold it around the right hander, which we do just about manage to do. And someone else has had an incident and it has turned into a top 5. My goodness. We thought it was a Super GT result. It's now a confirmed pit party. If we can bring it home in P5, Corrin up into P4th. Very good drive from Corrin. This time we do our job properly and we'll send him to the outside. Let's see if we can defend it. Back on board. Surely we can't let the man drive around us there. It just would not be right. We'll squeeze him as much as we can. I think that was perfectly fair. A very fair squeeze. Not pushing him right onto the grass, but certainly letting him know that we're going to squeeze it as hard as we can on the last lap. Does that allow us to survive and get a top 5? That wasn't very good drive out of there. Was he coming for a lunge, having to go slightly defensive? Again, a big slow car on the apex, and hopefully that will bring us home. Or will this McLaren get some sort of run? No, it was Bandit ended up sneaking up a spot as well. So it was a top 5. That was a good one. Good race there from Corrin as well. Catches in the next one, guys.